like I say in one group that I have, the business networking, I say we tend to focus more on the challenges instead of focusing on solutions.
And what I learned to focus on is the process. Like
Yeah.
100 episodes is focusing on the creation. I know some people, they would still be right now preparing their episode. They were preparing the first one. Oh, now I have the camera, now I have the lights, now I have the me. I'm just like, let's go, and
Yes.
we will create on the go. Like if you see the first episodes, it's just an iPhone. That's it.
Yes, I remember.
And you have the kids. Yeah, you were there. You have the kids making noise in the back, etc. And then it became, yeah, this thing. And then I bought the cameras and stuff. But it's I remember having a conversation with a singer 15 years ago, and the singer was complaining because in the West Indies they canceled all the shows because of bad weather. There was like cyclones and stuff, and they canceled all my shows. And I was like, oh shit. So did you get your 50%? Your 50%? Because normally when you sign a contract, you get 50%, and then you get the other 50% before performing. And then she was like, oh no, because it's my manager who was dealing with them, and they are partners. And I was like, oh, there's a conflict of interest. And she was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And me, I was like, but why are all the Zouk artists obsessed with the idea that in the summer they have to perform in the West Indies, in Martinique, Guadeloupe, Guyane, that triangle? I was like, what I would do and what I do in the summer, I go to Portugal, I go to Angola, I go to Mozambique, I go to Switzerland, I go to Belgium, I go to places that are not sexy for the summer, but I make money.
Right.
Once I'm done making money, I can go to the sexy place on my holiday. And so I was telling her, listen, let me just set up a plan for you. In the summer, nobody's in north of France. Nobody performs in north of France because everybody goes to the West Indies. So you can go to Lille, Roubaix, Valenciennes, Brussels, Antwerp. Now you can go to the center of France. You can also go down there to Nice, Biarritz, all these places. Since everybody's left on holidays, the people who are staying, they would love to have you. If you can set up a show for not a big price, let's say 1,000 for a show, and you can sell in advance, meaning February, March, you can sell for summer, which is June, July, August, and maybe even September, but let's say June, July, August. If you can sell 2 shows per week at 1,000, that's 8 shows per month. That's 24 shows in 3 months. That's 24,000.
Correct.
If we start negotiating with them, like, hey, listen, for the summer, I'm going to be available, blah, 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 blah. If we negotiate and we get all 12,000 of advance of 50%, now you already have 12,000 guaranteed.
Exactly.
And then she stops me. Yeah, but who wants to go there in the summer? I was like, listen, listen to me closely. If you listen to me and you do what I say, or you let me do it for you, By the end of the summer, at the end of August, September 1st, you will have 24,000. How much is your rent? Oh, my rent is 700 per month. I said, okay, you're gonna have 9,000 and you're gonna pay your rent for the whole year with the 9,000, and you will still have 15K left. You're gonna take that money, you're gonna pay 1 year of rent. With your 1 year of rent, because you don't need to pay your rent anymore for a year, you are not stressing. Because you are not stressing, when people tell you, oh, there's a show, but it's only paid 500, because you are worthless, you can say, I'm not interested. Because now you have leverage. And because your rent is paid anyway. And even if you don't have, and even when you don't have food, you can just buy some pasta and some butter, and you can be like, fuck you guys. And now you have, with, let's say you take 10,000, so 700 of rent, that's 7,000 plus another 2, plus another 1.4, that's 8.4.
Yeah.
Let's say you take the 10,000 to pay for your rent plus your electricity, and then if all you need to do is to do a few shows now in the year, every 2-3 months, if you do a show, there you go, you can pay your food, you can pay, after a show you can do food for a month, etc. You're good. Yeah. Now you have 15K or 14K left. With the 14K left, you take 5K, you buy a microphone, you buy a new computer, you buy equipment, a stand, so that you can record at home. So you buy your independence from the studio and from the labels.
Right.
And there's 9K left. You take another 5K. With this 5K, you put them in the bank. You put them there and they wait. Just in case. Any problem, it's there. You need something, there's an emergency, whatever, it's there. No stress. And the 4K that is left, you go to Punta Cana and you offer yourself a good 1 month of amazing holidays. In top level hotel. With 4K, you have all you need, and you don't have to travel charter. You can even travel premium economic if you want, or business.
Yeah, business. Yeah.
You're gonna have a great trip. If you're smart in your trip, when you're gonna be in the great place, you find some nice guy in there, and he shoots you a video. You shoot a video with a nice guy, a model, whatever. You shoot 1 or 2 videos to put in your YouTube channel. And when you come back, your year is done.
Right.
And you can start negotiating already with all these bad CDs, if we can call them like this, because it's places I love performing. But yeah, it's not sexy in the summer. You can start negotiating already with them for next year.
Next year, right?
While everybody is working and fighting to be in the small islands. Everybody's fighting. Every artist is there trying to perform. So the prices are going down. And everybody's exploiting you guys, where when you could just be,
somewhere else,
being smart. And I was explaining them what I was doing. I was in Portugal, I was in Angola, I was in Mozambique, I was in the north of France, and I was going in this place. I was doing Brussels, then I was doing Antwerp, then I was doing like Liège. I was doing all Benelux. I was like, then I was like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and then Beek, and then Ettenlerd. I was like And me, I was like, and people were like, yeah, but don't you want to go in some exotic places? I was like, I'll pay for the exotic places.
Yeah.
So once we had this long conversation, the artist is like, wow, oh yeah, damn, exactly. Oh, I'm so happy to have you in my life. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Blah 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 blah. The next day, I receive a call from her manager, who's and the producer,
Yeah.
the production, and they're telling me, Kaysha, why are you trying to fuck the business? I'm like, what? Yeah, you're trying to fuck the business. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to fuck the business. What you talking about? Oh, I'm talking about these two artists that you give them some crazy ideas. They came in the morning saying, Kaysha said this, Kaysha said that, Kaysha said we should do this, Kaysha said that, Kaysha said that there's conflict of interest, Kaysha said that, oh, you guys are... And I'm like, well, listen, all I did was give them advices on how they can work on their careers to be a little more independent from you guys and be able, when there's everybody in one place, to go in other places. And they replied to me, Kaysha, Mr. Mokolo, you don't understand what these artists want. I say, I know, these artists want to survive. And he replied to me, no, they don't care about surviving.
Really?
They just want to post the photos on the jet ski, because the others are posting photos on the jet skis. They want to post the photos on the jet skis as well. And I was like, nah. After the conversation we had, they don't care about all your free shows and your stuff for the looks. And they were like, no. They all want to pretend that they are rich to the eyes of the other artists who pretend they are rich when they are all poor. All of them are eating rocks and singing for 300 in promo in the West Indies, but
Right.
then they all post on Facebook, oh, I'm on my jet ski, oh, I'm here at whatever hotel, oh, here's me with my cigar, but all this is just for the photo. In reality, they're all struggling. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but after the conversation I had with them, because it was two girls, after the conversation I had with them, trust me, they will not go anywhere, because I show them the plan, how to make it happen and how they're gonna be whatever. And I'm like, well, listen, I just proposed to them 1 month in a hotel, all paid, in the West Indies. In exchange, they do 10 shows for free. And I'm like,
Wow.
nope, they will not accept, because now they know. And he's like, do you have Facebook? Go to their Facebook.
Wow.
I go to the Facebook of the girls,
Uh-huh.
and I see them in the swimming pool in the West Indies doing the photo. And it was like 24 hours later. And I was like, wait a minute. I was talking to them yesterday. They were crying in Paris. What happened? Oh, they came to us after talking to you, and we put them in the plane in the morning. They just arrived, and they already put the photos, because they just want to put the photos like the others. So I understand what you're trying to do, but all these people just want to be exploited, my friend. And I was
Yeah.
like,